Hello, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about Bitcoin BTC. As you guys know, Bitcoin rose despite inflation rising to 9.1%, which it hasn't been this high in over 40 years. Yes, this is breaking news. In this video, make sure to watch the whole thing because I will tell you why Bitcoin, BTC, and the crypto market rose despite inflation rising. This is a warning to all Bitcoin holders, so make sure you pay attention. With that said, this is DC Trading. Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay updated with the latest news on Bitcoin, the crypto markets daily. With that said, let's get right into it. Okay, first off, as you guys can see, we're going to be looking at this chart. Yes, inflation did rise to 9.1% in the month of June, which was higher than expected at 8.8%. Yes, that was the expectation. We would rise to 8.8, but instead it rose to 9.1. It hasn't been this high since over 40 years, which was around the 1980s. As you guys can see. Yes. This is very, very important. As you guys know, we are heading into a recession, the US economy, and you guys can see other countries are currently also on the verge of a recession or in a recession currently. Yes. So, right now, overall, the economy is not doing well, and we're only down 20%. To be a recession, it has to be 30 to 40%, which we have 20 more percent left over. So yeah, we can see even worse to come for crypto, the stock market, and the economy. But I'm going to tell you something major in regards to Bitcoin and Bitcoin's correlation to the stock market. So make sure you guys are paying attention. Okay, so now that we went over inflation rising to 9.1%, we're going to go over Bitcoin, BTC, rising despite inflation. As you guys can see, Bitcoin right now is creating this ascending channel, as you guys can see, which some may say it's bearish, some may say it's bullish, but what we do know is it's following this chart pattern, as you guys can see. But if we take a closer look right here, this red wick or this red candlestick shows us how Bitcoin reacted initially to the news of 9.1% inflation. But after 24 hours, we see Bitcoin recover. And this correlation between the stock market and Bitcoin is something to be talked about, because the stock market did the opposite of what Bitcoin and the crypto market did today, which is rise. As you guys can see, instead of falling even lower, well, Bitcoin actually rose over 10%. Yes. Right now, it's currently sitting around 20,500. It was as high as 20,870. Guys, we must pay attention right now to Bitcoin, because within the next 24 hours, we can see it head to 21 and possibly 22,000, guys. Yes. As you guys can see. So, let's do a technical analysis of Bitcoin. So if we have here the Bollinger Band and the stochastic RSI, currently we did reached the top of the Bollinger Band. We failed multiple times to break through this resistance of 20,600. We're currently, trying to break through it again, but it shows us Bitcoin is rising, and we are possibly going to see it hit again the 22,000 within the next few days. This is why we must be patient and wait to see what's in store for Bitcoin, BTC, the price. And yes. But as you guys can see, the RSI is in the overbought. It did cross. Now we're heading downwards, as you guys can see on the 1 hour time frame. It is touching this support, as you guys can see right here. If it doesn't break this support of 20,200, we should expect Bitcoin to head upward short term. Yes, guys, short term. So my analysis for the next few days is Bitcoin will rise to 22,000 possibly. It's a good chance because people are realizing Bitcoin true value of what it's meant to do for the people. Yes, remember guys, Bitcoin is the people's currency, not the US dollar. The US dollar is the government's currency. So, with that said, every single day, people are realizing, which is what I'm going to answer right now, the question of this video. Why did Bitcoin BTC rise despite inflation? This is a warning to all Bitcoin holders. Yes. People every single day are realizing Bitcoin's true value. As you guys can see, instead of following the stock market and following the news, Bitcoin did its own thing. Is this the time Bitcoin and the correlation between the stock market and Bitcoin finally separating? Well, guys, it may be too early, but this is something to be talked about because we are seeing the early stages of Bitcoin's path of, separating from the stock market, the US economy, and being its own entity. Yes. As you guys can see, Bitcoin did rise 10%, and if you look at Ethereum, ETH, it did rise 20% along with Polygon, 20%. So this is an early sign for Bitcoin holders that there is still life for crypto. Don't give up, I'm telling you, because Bitcoin rose even with the news of inflation rising to 9.1%. It's the people's currency, and that is why Bitcoin did, go up instead of, going down despite inflation. So people are realizing this. People are buying, people are holding their Bitcoins because, as you guys know, supply and demand, only 21 million Bitcoins BTC are mined. You can't go over, you can't go under. It's exactly 21 million. This is why Bitcoin is the people's currency, and people are realizing this. Make sure you share this with family and friends so they understand, because this is a very important video, because we are in the early stages of the separation from Bitcoin and the stock market. We may see some crazy things going on in the next couple months. We may see, the US economy fall down, and we can see Bitcoin fall down with it. Or we can see Bitcoin do the opposite and rise above this. Yes. So That is all I have today. I did answer why Bitcoin BTC rose despite inflation, but we must keep in mind of what is next and what we must face in the next few weeks, which is the FOMC meeting, the Fed meeting. Yes. On July 26th, which is in 2 weeks, there is going to be a Fed meeting, and this will affect crypto either positively or negatively. We don't really know. But if we had to use probability, it's most likely going to be negative. But anything could happen because Bitcoin, showed us its true power because it rose 10%, even with the news. So we must keep that in mind, the specific date. I will make another video on that. So make sure to subscribe. Absolutely turn on the post notification and comment down below. Are you a Bitcoiner? Because I am. With that said, I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Peace.